Our channel is focused 100% on stories like this, bringing you valuable information the media hides from you. Please, so you don't miss videos like this, subscribe to the channel and leave a like. It really helps our work. For as long as we've been alive, we've been taught that the sun is a massive ball of burning gas, star at the center of our solar system, blazing with nuclear fusion and giving us life. But what if I told you that not everything is what it seems? What if the very sun we see in our skies each day is not a star at all, but a projection, a hologram designed to keep us trapped in a carefully constructed illusion? Tonight, we dive into one of the most mind-bending conspiracy theories ever conceived, the possibility that the sun itself is not real. The idea sounds insane at first. How could the sun, something so obvious, so central to life on Earth, be anything other than what science claims? Yet as with many conspiracies, the cracks begin to show once you look closely. Strange anomalies, unexplained phenomena, and carefully ignored evidence begin to suggest that maybe, just maybe, we are not seeing what we think we are seeing. Let's start with the obvious. The sun never looks the same from one day to the next. Its size, brightness, and even its position in the sky often appear inconsistent. Many people around the world report that the sun today looks far larger and whiter than it did decades ago, and it was golden and smaller. Scientists dismiss this as atmospheric conditions or natural variation, but skeptics ask, could these changes actually reveal glitches in a projection system? Another mystery is the way the sun interacts with clouds. Sometimes we see the sun shining directly through thick, heavy clouds casting sharp beams of light called crepuscular rays. Now these rays spread out at impossible angles, suggesting that the sun is not 93 million miles away, but something much closer and smaller, like a localized projection shining through a dome. If the sun is truly a distant star, why do its rays behave as if the light source is just above our heads? Then there's the issue of shadows. On countless occasions, shadows cast by objects don't align with where the sun supposedly is in the sky. Pilots, sailors, and everyday observers have noted inconsistencies between the sun's position and the shadows on the ground. Are these the natural quirks of planetary movement, or are they mistakes, glitches, left behind by a holographic illusion? Solar eclipses are another point of suspicion. During an eclipse, the sun and moon appear to be exactly the same size from our perspective. A coincidence that astronomers admit is mathematically extraordinary. But what if it's not coincidence at all? Some believe eclipses are not celestial events, but pre-programmed occurrences in a holographic system designed to mimic cosmic order. And consider this, the sun gives off no consistent heat. On some days, with the sun blazing directly above, temperatures remain cool. On other days, with the sun lower in the sky, the heat is unbearable. If the sun is truly a giant nuclear furnace millions of miles away, shouldn't its heat be consistent? The hologram theory suggests what we experience as heat may not even come directly from the sun, but from other sources carefully engineered to create the illusion of solar energy. Skeptics also point to videos and photos showing two suns in the sky at once. While mainstream science dismisses these as lens flares or reflections, believers argue that they are accidental exposures of the system's flaws, moments when the projection slips and reveals multiple overlapping images. Could these sightings be evidence that the sun we see is not a star, but a manipulated illusion? Now, let's ask the most important question. Why? Why would governments, secret societies, or hidden elites want to trick us into believing the sun is real when it's not? The answer, many theorists believe, is control. By controlling our perception of the sky, they control our perception of reality itself. If the sun is an artificial projection, then everything we think we know about space, astronomy, and the universe collapses. And with that collapse comes the realization that humanity has been lied to on a scale beyond comprehension. Think about how deeply tied our lives are to the sun. It defines time, seasons, agriculture, and even religion. Ancient civilizations worshipped the sun as a god, a source of power and creation. If that sun were revealed to be fake, to be a tool of manipulation, it would shake the very foundations of human belief. No government, no global power could survive that revelation without losing all control. And so, the illusion must continue. Another chilling theory suggests that the sun hologram isn't simply a projection, but part of a larger system, the so-called dome or firmament that encloses our world. According to this theory, the sun, moon, and stars are not distant objects in infinite space. but light's projected onto or within the dome itself. This would mean space travel is impossible. The universe as we know it is fake, and everything we've been taught about Earth's place in the cosmos is a lie. Could NASA and other space agencies be complicit in maintaining this illusion? Many researchers point to inconsistencies in NASA's images of the sun. Why are there no genuine photographs of the sun from space, only composite images and computer-generated graphics? Why do solar flares, sunspots, and other solar events often look identical in different images, as though copied and pasted? If the sun were truly a star, why can't we capture it with clarity, despite our advanced technology? Let's not forget the strange behavior of the sun at the poles. In Antarctica, the sun is said to circle the sky for months at a time during summer. Yet many explorers and researchers report strange inconsistencies with how the sun behaves there. Some even claim the footage of polar suns is faked or manipulated. Could this be because the hologram system malfunctions near the boundaries of the Earth? And then there are ancient texts. From the Bible to the Quran, from Hindu scriptures to Native American legends, countless traditions describe the sun not as a fiery star, but as a light placed in the sky. These descriptions sound less like a natural star and more like a constructed object. Could ancient civilizations have known the truth that the sun was not a star, but a designed mechanism, and could modern science have buried that truth to maintain control? Even our senses betray the illusion. When you look at the sun, sometimes it flickers, shimmers, or pulses unnaturally, almost as if it's a digital projection. People report seeing halos, strange patterns, and even square or hexagonal shapes around the sun. Shapes that defy the idea of a perfect spherical star. Could these be artifacts of a projection system malfunctioning before our very eyes? The concept of a holographic sun also connects to the broader holographic universe theory, the idea that reality itself is an illusion, a projection created by advanced beings or hidden technologies. If the sun is fake, perhaps everything we experience is part of a grand simulation, with the sun acting as one of its most crucial programs. Without the illusion of the sun, the entire system might collapse. Let's also think about chemtrails, the mysterious trails left behind by planes. Some theorists argue that chemtrails serve not just to manipulate weather, but to maintain the sun hologram. By dispersing reflective particles in the atmosphere, these planes helped keep the projection visible and consistent. When skies are filled with chemtrails, the sun often appears distorted or multiplied, as if the system is struggling to maintain its illusion. And what about solar power? If the sun is not real, how can we generate electricity from it? Some suggest that solar panels don't actually draw power from a natural star, but from artificial radiation projected onto us. In this theory, solar energy is not a gift of nature, but part of a technological grid designed to make us dependent on the illusion. Critics will argue that the holographic sun theory is impossible, that the sheer scale of such a projection would be beyond human technology. But what if it's not human technology at all? What if the sun is part of a system created by advanced beings, whether extraterrestrial or interdimensional, long before humanity existed? In this scenario, governments aren't creating the illusion, they're merely hiding the truth, keeping us ignorant of the greater powers that control our world. The holographic sun theory also explains why so many ancient structures align perfectly with the sun's movements: pyramids, Mayan temples. Perhaps these civilizations weren't worshipping the sun, but decoding the mechanics of the system, trying to understand the artificial nature of the sky. Even modern science occasionally hints at the illusion. Physicists admit that light behaves in strange ways, bending, refracting, and scattering unpredictably. Some of these anomalies are brushed off as atmospheric effects, but what if there's signs of the holographic projection breaking down? What if the glitches we see, double suns, sun halos, strange pulses, or cracks in the system that reveal the truth? In the end, the question is not whether the sun is a hologram, but why the possibility terrifies us so much. To admit the sun is fake is to admit we live in a world designed by someone else. A world where our freedom is limited, our perceptions manipulated, and our reality controlled. It forces us to confront the most unsettling possibility of all, that everything we know is a lie. So, I leave you with this thought. Tomorrow, when you step outside and feel the warmth of the sun on your skin, ask yourself, are you basking in the glow of a star 93 million miles away? Or are you standing under the artificial light of a cosmic trick, one that has fooled humanity for thousands of years? Our channel is focused 100% on stories like this, bringing you valuable information the media hides from you. Please, so you don't miss videos like this, subscribe to the channel and leave a like. It really helps our work.